So thank you. So my problem that I am solving is we want to be brave, but we don't know how to be vulnerable.
Mm.
We want to be brave, but we don't know how. Brene Brown talks about being vulnerable, but we don't know how to. So I've come up with a 5-step process. And 5-step process involves us taking little brave acts every day to move through these steps to allow you to step into vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
And the first is embracing failure. The second is there's a lot of talk in the market about what's my purpose and being radical, and your only purpose is to heal. And from that will come greater purpose. But the first step is to heal. And then thirdly is the resilient mindset needed, the grit and the determination to keep going. Finally, we arrive at plan C and realizing where we end up is always the plan. And our first plans were always meant to fail. And then lastly, spiritualizing our life. And so this is the model, the power of little brave acts. And the story that I'll draw from is there's multiple stories, but primarily will be, doing IVF and allowing sort of a documentary crew to follow us. And the first round of IVF, I used my eggs that I froze when I was 38 and that failed. And then we went and did 7 more rounds when I was 45. And then finally, I bought donor eggs from America, and I'm now pregnant at the age of 47. And so this was my framework of embracing failure, healing myself, being resilient, realizing I was always meant to be a mother to a donor baby, and then embracing spirituality to understand, the pathway. What do you think
Yep.
about that?
Could you leave that up for me, please, just so that we can have a look at it? Everybody, could you please do, actually, Jenny did a great job there. So just do CMS. So please, everybody, give Sheila really constructive feedback. Sheila, I think that this is a really great process. My concern in listening to this is people want to be vulnerable, want to be brave, but we don't know how. I think some of the titles are a little bit confusing. I also don't know what purpose to heal means.
Okay.
Right. And potentially not everybody not everybody thinks that they need to heal. Yeah. So that might be a put off to people, but the obviously embracing failure, resilient mindset, plan C is the plan. So what you're saying here is that, what are you trying to say there?
Well, I'm basically saying, where we end up is always where we're meant to end up. So embracing the uncertainty in life or
Yeah.
surrendering to outcomes.
So what I would recommend is test this with your market, but try those headings and see if people instantly, because it needs to be simple. So
Okay.
see if people don't get confused on those titles, because they need to be as easy as possible. If we look at, Sam's catchable framework, the points is like crisis, downturn, bounce, opportunity, and then bounce forward. They're
So
very
more
simple.
like one word versus a
Like,
phrase.
yeah, if you can get it to one word, or like a phrase that is very, like, 2 words that usually work together, even if they're flipped, like bounce forward. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Well done. And I like the hierarchy. I like that hierarchy process that you drew. I think you've got some really good feedback